There is no game that is more controversial, that has a fanbase more divided than Last of Us Part 2. Now when it comes to The Last of Us Part 2, there are 4 different groups of people. There are those who haven't played the game, there are those who like the game, there are those who don't like the game for valid reasons, and then there are just fucking idiots. I did like the game when I played it. I think that this is definitely one of the best visual looking games ever, and I thought it had a much more creative story than the first game. And I don't hate the first Last of Us game, I really enjoyed it when I played it. But like what Video Game Donkey said, the first game story is pretty much Pixar's Up but for zombies. Whereas Last of Us Part 2 tells the story in a much more new, unique way that I've never seen in any other video game, movie, or TV show. The gameplay has improved a lot from the first game. The first Last of Us gameplay is fun because it's a third-person shooter game. I personally have a lot of fun with those games, but I do agree with Chris saying that it is repetitive. The second game adds new enemies and new mechanics. You can feed enemies to the infected, you can set traps, hide in grass, that you can tackle enemy encounters in many different ways. The combat is brutal. When you shoot someone with a shotgun, their whole arm will come off. I like that enemies would call out their fallen comrades' names, giving a sense of more humanity to them. I'm now gonna get into the spoilers of the game now. I know that this game came out like 4 years ago, but if you haven't played the game yet still, and don't want spoilers, then go to this timestamp for my rating of the game. Some of the criticisms of the game don't make any sense. Now, I'm not saying this game is a perfect masterpiece. There are flaws in the game. Like, how the fuck is Tommy still alive after being shot in the head by Abby? And the pacing of the story at the start did make me bored. The criticisms of the game that I strongly disagree with is that people are mad that Ellie is a lesbian. And generous right-wing people say, oh, this is pushing an agenda. Yet they will praise the first game for not doing this, even though Bill, from the original game, is gay. It's been pointed out multiple times that Bill is gay in the original game, and the Last of Us TV show further proves this fact. Like, stay true to your argument. The other critique of the game that really annoys me is that people say that Abby is trans. Abby's gender identity has never been once mentioned throughout the entire game. These idiots only say that because she is muscular. That's like me saying that all female bodybuilders are biological males because of their muscle. I don't think that everyone who dislikes The Last of Us Part 2 is a homophobic bigot. I do think that critiques on the game are valid, like from Penguin Z0's review and the Closer Looks review. I completely understand why people won't warm up to Abby after playing her side of the story because she killed Joel, and I thought I was going to be in that group. But after I played as Abby for half the game, I got invested in her story and the drama. And I loved how the writers didn't make her the hero. They kind of had me have mixed feelings for her. I sympathized with the fact that Joel killed her dad, and a romance story with Owen. But she does have horrible moments where she kills characters that the fanbase is attached to, like Joel and Jesse, and she gets her friends killed because of her selfish pursuit of revenge of wanting to kill Joel. By far, the most controversial part of this game is the ending. Ellie sacrifices so much to get to this moment to kill Abby, but she decides to let her live. When I first saw that Ellie let Abby and Liv go, I was disappointed because I thought this was the cliche, this isn't what they would have wanted revenge narrative, but it actually wasn't. Ellie chooses to remember that her last moment with Joel was a good memory and lets Abby go. Then after this, Ellie goes back to the farm and sees that Dina has completely left. Ellie goes to play Joel's guitar, but she can't because she got her fingers bitten off. And this is such an emotional moment because this was Ellie's only way to keep Joel's memory alive. But now Ellie can let go of the past and now live the life that Joel would have wanted her to live. So I give this game a 4 out of 5. This is a bit of a side rant about the fact that we might not even get a Naughty Dog game this generation. The PS4 came out in like 2013 or 2014, and the PS5 came out in 2020. We are pretty much over halfway done with the PS5, and the PS6 will probably come out in like 2028 or something. And all we have gotten from Naughty Dog is a remake and a remaster. I think the reason why we haven't gotten any new original games from Naughty Dog is because they wasted a lot of time and money on The Last of Us Online game that just ended up getting cancelled. I hope that Naughty Dog will release a new IP and not a sequel, because Uncharted definitely does not need another game. Nathan Drake's story ended perfectly in Uncharted 4. So Naughty Dog needs to put out a game that is new, unique, and innovative, or they can just make another Crash Bandicoot game.